Most people think they know Ukraine. They have seen the news reports. They have watched documentaries about politics, history, and conflict. They have heard experts discuss borders, diplomacy, and international affairs. Yet for millions of Ukrainians, daily life is not defined by headlines. It is defined by alarm clocks ringing before sunrise, children preparing for school, parents heading to work, students worrying about exams, shop owners unlocking their doors, and families gathering around dinner tables at the end of another ordinary day. The Ukraine experienced by most Ukrainians is often very different from the one seen by the outside world. To understand that reality, it helps to begin with the country itself. Ukraine is one of Europe's largest nations. Its territory stretches across vast plains, fertile farmland, forests, rivers, mountains, and coastline. Travel across the country and the scenery changes constantly. One day you might find yourself walking through historic city streets lined with elegant architecture. The next, you might be standing in a village surrounded by sunflower fields that stretch toward the horizon. The landscape feels enormous, open, expansive. It is a country where geography has always shaped daily life. For centuries, Ukraine's fertile black soil helped make it one of Europe's most productive agricultural regions. The land is so rich that it became famous throughout the continent. Fields of wheat, corn, barley, and sunflowers have long dominated the countryside. Even today, agriculture remains deeply connected to the country's identity. Many people living in cities still maintain close ties to rural areas. Grandparents may live in villages. Family gardens remain common. Summer trips to the countryside remain a tradition for many families. The connection between people and land runs deep. Nowhere is the contrast between old and new more visible than in Kyiv. Ukraine's capital is a city where centuries of history exist alongside modern life. Golden church domes rise above busy streets. Historic neighborhoods stand beside contemporary developments. Students fill university campuses. Entrepreneurs launch businesses. Technology companies occupy modern office buildings. The city feels simultaneously ancient and youthful. What surprises many visitors is how green Kyiv feels. Parks are everywhere. Tree-lined boulevards cut through neighborhoods. Public spaces remain important gathering places. During warmer months, people spend long evenings outdoors. Families walk through parks. Friends meet near riverside promenades. Cyclists weave through pathways. The atmosphere often feels relaxed despite the city's size. Daily life follows familiar rhythms. Morning commuters board buses and trains. Coffee shops fill with customers. Markets prepare for the day's business. Children head to school. The routines may differ in detail from other countries, but the basic patterns are universal. People work, study, socialize, dream, plan, and build their futures. Family occupies a central place in all of this. Across Ukraine, family relationships remain remarkably strong. Many people maintain close contact with parents and grandparents throughout their lives. Major holidays bring generations together. Family meals remain important. Relatives often provide practical support during difficult periods. Grandparents frequently play active roles in raising children. This intergenerational connection creates a sense of continuity that many people value deeply. Food becomes one expression of that continuity. Traditional recipes are often passed from one generation to the next. Many families take pride in preserving dishes associated with their region or heritage. Meals are rarely viewed as simple necessities. They are opportunities for connection, opportunities for conversation, opportunities for strengthening relationships. Hospitality is highly valued. Guests are welcomed warmly. Visitors are encouraged to eat. then encouraged to eat a little more. The act of sharing food carries social meaning. It communicates generosity, respect, and friendship. This culture of hospitality extends beyond the home. Across the country, local markets remain important parts of community life. Early in the morning, vendors arrange fresh produce, flowers, cheeses, meats, honey, baked goods, and seasonal products. Customers move between stalls. Conversations unfold naturally. People discuss prices, weather, family news, and local events. Unlike the anonymity of large supermarkets, markets often feel personal. Relationships matter. Regular customers know vendors by name. Vendors know their customers. The experience becomes social as much as practical. This emphasis on relationships appears again and again throughout Ukrainian society. Neighbors often know one another. Communities remain connected. People exchange favors, offer assistance, share advice. These small interactions help create a sense of belonging. And belonging matters, particularly during periods of uncertainty. Because one of the defining characteristics of Ukraine is resilience. Throughout history, the country has experienced dramatic political, economic, and social change. Generations have learned how to adapt, how to rebuild, how to move forward. This resilience does not always appear dramatic. More often, it appears in ordinary moments. A business owner opening the shop each morning. A student continuing studies despite obstacles. A family maintaining traditions. A community supporting its members. These actions rarely make headlines, yet they form the foundation of everyday life. And perhaps that is what many outsiders miss. Ukraine is not merely a story about major events. It is a story about people. Millions of people continuing to live ordinary lives while navigating extraordinary circumstances. As evening falls across the country, apartment windows begin to glow. Families gather for dinner. Students finish assignments. Friends meet in cafes. Children play in courtyards. Life continues. Not because challenges do not exist, but because life always continues. And understanding that reality is the first step toward understanding modern Ukraine. Across Ukraine, daily life is shaped not only by where people live, but by the relationships they build. While every country speaks about community, in Ukraine the concept often feels unusually tangible. It can be seen in apartment buildings where neighbors have known each other for decades. In villages where multiple generations of the same family continue living within walking distance of one another. In city neighborhoods where local cafes, markets, and parks become extensions of people's social lives. For many Ukrainians, community is not an abstract idea. It is something experienced every day. One reason for this is the importance of family. Family connections often remain strong throughout adulthood. Parents remain involved in their children's lives long after they become independent. Grandparents frequently help raise grandchildren. Extended family gatherings remain common. Birthdays, holidays, weddings, and other celebrations often bring together multiple generations. These gatherings are not viewed as obligations. They are important moments that reinforce family identity and strengthen relationships. Grandparents occupy a particularly respected position. For many children, grandparents become storytellers, teachers, and guardians of family traditions. They pass down recipes, share memories, explain customs, and provide a living connection to previous generations. In a rapidly changing world, these relationships help preserve continuity. Food plays an equally important role. Meals remain one of the most important social activities in Ukrainian life. A family meal is rarely rushed. Conversations often continue long after everyone has finished eating. Stories are shared. Opinions are exchanged. Plans are discussed. The meal becomes a gathering rather than simply a routine. Traditional dishes remain popular throughout the country. Many recipes have been passed down through generations. Regional differences add variety, with different parts of the country developing their own specialties and culinary traditions. What remains constant is the importance of hospitality. Guests are welcomed warmly. Visitors are encouraged to eat. And sharing food is often seen as an expression of care and respect. Beyond family, education occupies a central place in society. Parents frequently place enormous importance on their children's education. Schools are viewed as pathways toward opportunity. Teachers are respected. Academic achievement is valued. Universities continue attracting ambitious students from every region of the country. Walk through a university district and you quickly notice the energy. Students carrying books between lectures. Groups discussing assignments in cafes. Young people debating ideas and planning careers. Many see education as a way to create a better future, both for themselves and for their families. This focus on learning has helped produce generations of skilled professionals in fields ranging from engineering and medicine to science, technology, and the arts. Culture remains another defining aspect of everyday life. Ukraine has a rich cultural heritage that continues influencing modern society. Traditional music, dance, literature, and art remain important sources of national pride. Folk traditions that originated centuries ago continue being celebrated today. Embroidery patterns, traditional songs, seasonal festivals, and local customs remain visible throughout the country. Yet Ukrainian culture is far from frozen in the past. Young people consume global media, listen to international music, follow worldwide trends, use the latest technology. The result is a society where old and new coexist comfortably. Ancient traditions survive alongside modern lifestyles. This balance becomes particularly visible during celebrations. Throughout the year, communities come together for festivals, cultural events, and religious holidays. Town squares fill with music. Food stalls attract crowds. Families gather outdoors. Children participate in performances. For many communities, these celebrations provide opportunities to reconnect with local traditions while strengthening social bonds. Religion also remains important for many people. Historic churches dominate the skylines of countless towns and cities. Religious holidays continue bringing families together. Even for those who are not deeply religious, many traditions remain culturally significant. These customs provide a sense of identity and continuity that extends beyond faith alone. Life in Ukraine varies significantly depending on location. The experience of living in a major city differs greatly from life in a rural village. In cities, daily life often moves quickly. Public transportation carries commuters across busy urban centers. Technology companies employ thousands of professionals. Restaurants, theaters, museums, and cafes contribute to vibrant cultural scenes. Young professionals pursue careers. Students attend universities. Entrepreneurs launch new businesses. The atmosphere feels dynamic and forward-looking. In contrast, rural life often moves at a slower pace. Villages remain closely connected to agriculture. Fields stretch toward distant horizons. Seasonal changes continue influencing daily routines. People often know one another well. Community relationships remain particularly strong. Many traditions that have faded elsewhere remain visible in rural regions. Harvest celebrations, local festivals, traditional crafts, generational knowledge passed directly from parents to children. Despite modernization, many aspects of village life have endured. The countryside also reveals another important aspect of Ukraine's identity: its connection to the land. Agriculture remains one of the country's most important industries. Ukraine's fertile soil has supported communities for centuries. Fields of wheat, corn, barley, and sunflowers remain among the country's most recognizable images. For many people, farming is more than an occupation. It is part of a cultural legacy, a connection to generations that came before. Yet modern Ukraine is not defined solely by tradition. Technology continues transforming daily life. Digital services have expanded rapidly. Remote work has created new opportunities. Entrepreneurs launch startups. Young professionals increasingly participate in global industries. Cities such as Kyiv, Lviv, and others have developed growing technology sectors. This modernization is helping reshape the country's future. What makes Ukraine particularly interesting is how these different elements coexist. Traditional family values, historic cultural practices, modern technology, global influences, agricultural heritage, urban innovation. They all exist side by side. And together they create a society that feels both deeply rooted and constantly evolving. Perhaps this is why visitors often leave with a very different impression than they arrived with. They expect a country defined by headlines. Instead, they discover ordinary people living complex, meaningful lives. Families building futures, students pursuing ambitions, communities maintaining traditions, and individuals adapting to change without losing sight of who they are. Because beyond the headlines, beyond the politics, and beyond the international attention lies something much more important: the daily lives of millions of people. Lives shaped by family, community, culture, and an enduring belief that tomorrow can be better than today. And nowhere is that belief more visible than in the hopes people hold for the future. Every country carries a vision of the future. For some, that vision feels clear and predictable. For others, it remains uncertain. Ukraine sits somewhere in between. It is a country with enormous potential, remarkable resources, highly educated people, and a strong cultural identity. Yet it is also a country that has faced challenges capable of testing any society. And perhaps that is what makes modern Ukraine so fascinating. The future is not something people simply wait for. It is something they actively work to build. This attitude becomes especially visible when speaking with younger generations. Walk through university campuses, technology hubs, or business districts, and you quickly notice a sense of ambition. Students discuss careers. Entrepreneurs discuss new ideas. Young professionals discuss opportunities. There is a widespread belief that improvement is possible, that progress can be achieved, that effort matters. This mindset has helped fuel the growth of new industries throughout the country. Technology has become one of the most important examples. In recent years, Ukraine has developed a strong reputation for software development, engineering, cybersecurity, and digital services. Many international companies work with Ukrainian specialists. Thousands of professionals participate in global projects. What makes this particularly remarkable is that much of this growth emerged from local talent rather than natural resources. Knowledge became an asset. Skills became an export. And technology became one of the ways younger generations connected their future to the wider world. The entrepreneurial spirit extends far beyond technology. Across cities and towns, small businesses continue appearing. Coffee shops, restaurants, design studios, family-owned enterprises, creative projects. Each represents someone choosing to invest in their community rather than wait for change to happen. Many of these businesses begin modestly. A simple idea, a small investment, a willingness to take risks. Yet collectively, they contribute to a sense of momentum, a belief that progress is built one step at a time. The same attitude appears in local communities. Throughout the country, volunteers often play important roles in improving daily life. Community organizations support cultural projects. Residents help maintain public spaces. Neighbors assist one another. These efforts rarely attract international attention. Yet they reveal something important about Ukrainian society. People do not simply identify with their communities. They actively participate in them. This participation strengthens social bonds and creates resilience. The countryside faces a different set of challenges and opportunities. Many rural regions continue dealing with population decline as younger residents move toward larger cities. This is not unique to Ukraine. Similar patterns exist throughout Europe. Yet many villages remain determined to preserve their identities. Local festivals continue. Traditional crafts survive. Family farms remain active. Communities adapt rather than disappear. Some regions are even attracting renewed interest from people seeking slower lifestyles and stronger connections to nature. The appeal is understandable. The Ukrainian countryside offers extraordinary beauty. Rolling farmland, forests, rivers, historic villages, wide open spaces. For many people, these landscapes represent more than scenery. They represent home. Agriculture will likely remain an important part of Ukraine's future. The country's fertile land remains one of its greatest strengths. Global demand for food continues growing. Agricultural innovation continues improving productivity. At the same time, younger farmers increasingly combine traditional knowledge with modern techniques. Drones monitor crops. Digital systems improve efficiency. Technology and agriculture work together in ways previous generations could hardly imagine. This blending of tradition and innovation appears repeatedly throughout Ukrainian society. It is visible in architecture, in business, in education, in culture. Rather than replacing the old with the new, many people seek ways to combine both. Preserve what matters. Improve what can be improved. Move forward without forgetting where they came from. National identity has become another important topic. Like many countries with complex histories, Ukraine continues defining what it means to be itself. Language, culture, history, traditions, shared experiences, all contribute to this process. What stands out is the pride many people feel toward their heritage. Not a pride based on perfection, but a pride based on perseverance. A recognition of everything previous generations endured and everything current generations continue building. Visitors often notice this pride in subtle ways. The preservation of traditions, the celebration of local culture, the respect shown toward family history, the effort invested in maintaining community identity. These small details reveal a society deeply connected to its roots. At the same time, Ukraine remains outward-looking. Young people travel, study abroad, learn foreign languages, follow global trends. International influences continue shaping society. The future will likely involve even greater connections with the wider world. Yet despite these influences, local identity remains strong. Perhaps because identity becomes more important when change accelerates. The more the world changes, the more people value the things that define who they are. As evening settles across Ukraine, the same scenes repeat themselves in countless towns and cities. Apartment windows begin glowing against the darkness. Families prepare dinner. Children finish homework. Friends meet in cafes. Students review notes for upcoming exams. Workers return home after long days. Life continues. Ordinary life. The kind of life that rarely appears in international headlines. Yet this ordinary life is ultimately the country's greatest strength. Because nations are not defined solely by politics, economics, or major events. They are defined by people, by millions of individual lives unfolding every day. People raising families, building careers, supporting friends, preserving traditions, and planning for the future. Ukraine's story is often told through moments of crisis. But crises are not the whole story. The fuller story is one of endurance, adaptation, community, and hope. Hope that tomorrow can be better. Hope that effort matters. Hope that future generations will inherit something stronger than what came before. That hope can be found in classrooms filled with students, in farmers preparing fields for another season, in entrepreneurs opening new businesses, in grandparents teaching family traditions, and in communities that continue moving forward one day at a time. This is Ukraine, not simply a country of headlines, not merely a place defined by history or politics, but a nation of families, traditions, ambitions, and resilience. A country where daily life continues despite uncertainty, where people remain deeply connected to one another, and where the future is being built quietly, steadily, and often far from the attention of the world. This is life in Ukraine, life beyond the headlines,